Hello, I'm Tim Jones. Welcome to another edition of View from the Bleachers. We sure do live in crazy times, don't we? I mean, look around you. Climate change is out of control, and it seems like we've had an explosion of jerks all around us, and everybody is angry with everybody else. Am I right? Nobody even holds the door open for the next person anymore. Some angry people keep talking about building that 50-foot wall to keep out the Mexicans. North Korea is threatening to launch missiles at South Korea and America. And my Seattle Mariners are on another 5-game losing streak. What has this world come to? If I were ever given the chance to rule the world, I can assure you things would be different, way different. And that's the subject of today's commentary. More on the other side. Welcome back. Yeah, if I ruled the world, I'd have a long list of things that I would change. Man, it would be totally awesome if I ruled everything and if people just did as I commanded them to do. Of course, if I became your overlord, I'd be a benevolent king. Trust me. Well, of course, as your king, I need to change into something a little more appropriate for a ruler of my stature. Let me think about this. Yeah, I got it. That's more like it. Yes, indeed. Hey, peasant, bring me a chalice of mead and some guinea fowl, post haste. Well, now that I'm your king, please address me with respect. I'm fine with your royal highness or your exalted majesty, whichever you feel more comfortable with. But I will demand your respect, unless you desire to be beheaded, that is. Why am I talking suddenly with an erratic British accent, you may be asking yourself? It's quite simple. Because kings always speak with a British accent in the movies. Didn't you know that? Now, where was I? Oh, right. As your king, I shall immediately declare several important changes given my newfound regal powers. I decree the following. Henceforth and forevermore, it shall be illegal for companies to deliberately misspell their brand names. This drives your majesty crazy. Fruit Loops is a cereal not spelled F-R-O-O-T, and Krispy Kreme shall henceforth be spelled with a C, not a K. Doesn't anyone know how to spell anymore? Good God. Ben and Jerry's chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream is forthwith declared to be the official best ice cream in the world, and I will use my imperial authority to banish into the wilderness any lowly serf who attempts to claim that the best gelato is salted caramel. That is heresy, you fool. People who nab my parking space, even though they could clearly see that I was there first, waiting for the other car to leave, will lose all driving privileges for a year. Enjoy taking the bus, you peasant. I shall summarily ban Twitter. Oh, right, Elon calls it X. It's been 17 years and I still don't get the appeal. Hashtag ban Twitter. On second thought, I think I shall banish Elon Musk too. That fellow, I find him terribly annoying. If I rule the world, people will no longer be allowed to brag on Facebook about all their accomplishments. Take this self-congratulatory post by some braggart named Winston. What a jerk. You call this duck soup, chef? This is not a soup, and it is not a duck either. It is at best a common house sparrow. Off with your head! But first, I'd love another helping of chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream if you don't mind. Thank you so much. If your king's computer becomes infected with malware simply because I clicked on a social media link that reads 25 celebrities who have aged badly, the perpetrator of this malware shall be sentenced to 6 months in the Bastille. Although, if you ask me, Goldie Hawn has really gone downhill. Just saying. What the devil is this? An Obama bobblehead, you say? What is an Obama? Take this away this instant and get me a Patrick Mahomes bobblehead. They are way cooler. Women shall have equal rights to men in all aspects of society and the workplace under my kingdom, with the lone exception that my fair queen shall be legally barred from ever touching the remote. She's had 15 years to learn how to use it, and she still can't figure out how to record one show while watching another. No more chances for my queen. Why is this photo here? The king sees nothing wrong with this image. Oh, let me guess. This was meant to be included in my wife's list of things that would be banned if she ruled the world. Isn't my wife silly? So adorable. It will be illegal for anyone to utter in my presence the phrase, "Have you put on a little weight?" or "Is your bald spot a little bigger than before?" I have not decided on the penalty, but trust me, it will be severe, especially if you're one of my racquetball buddies. I'm talking to you, Jeff. I now crown you, my teddy bear, Prince Sparkles of Barrington. You may go. You're now dismissed. Anything in my backyard that is currently considered a weed will henceforth be legally reclassified a flower, thus no longer requiring its excavation. So my queen, will get off my case once and for all about doing yard work. I did it! On my very first attempt, I removed the sword from the stone. Take that, King Arthur, you pretender to the throne. A man will no longer be presumed to be gay simply because he loved the series Downton Abbey. I know plenty of other heterosexual men who love that show. Although at the moment, for some reason, none of them come to mind. People will be permitted to post a maximum of 3 cute cat or dog posts on Facebook per calendar year. It's gotten completely out of control. I know your precious catnip popping out of the grocery bag was so adorable the first 7 times you posted it. But by royal decree, this stops this instant. Violators shall forthwith be banished for eternity to dwell in a land called New Jersey. And don't think I won't do this, you common vessel. Of course, the aforementioned proclamation does not apply to the king's 3 adorable felines, Zippy, Buddy, and Monster, or any of the 3 dozen kittens we have fostered over the years. The king's subjects, well, they can never get enough of my kitty cat Facebook posts. At least that's what they all tell me. So tell me, do you think this makes me look fat? Oh, you didn't see that, did you? When sending out Christmas cards each December, those with only photos of your kids, like these little snots, shall be summarily returned. The king has no interest in seeing photos of your annoyingly perfect young offspring. And spare me your annual year-in-review letter telling me how little Nathan was the captain of his 2nd grade soccer team. The king is not amused. And for that matter, holiday cards with no personal note, but simply the words, "The Millers," imprinted in gold, shall henceforth be used to light the king's fireplace. So impersonal. Talk about mailing it in. Violators shall pay a fine of 30 shillings. Now, frankly, I've not the slightest idea how much 30 shillings is, but it sounds like a princely sum to me. What a wonderful world it would be if they just put me in charge of everything. Now, by the way, before I forget, I would officially ban this. Cauliflower. This godforsaken plant serves absolutely no purpose that I can imagine whatsoever. Anyone who says that they like this vegetable is lying and shall be sentenced to a diet of nothing but cauliflower for the rest of their lives. And don't get your lordship started on Brussels sprouts. How disgusting. Chef, bring me some more shepherd's pie, and this time without the shepherd in it, thank you very much. It's great to be king. Well, it was nice to imagine what it would be like if I ruled the world. In the real world, I guess life is still pretty good. I mean, last time I checked, I was still co-captain of my household. That's the view from the bleachers. If you like this video, please click on the subscribe button below and share this video with your friends or anyone you'd like to annoy. And for more of my humor, you can always visit my website, viewfromthebleachers.net. Take care.